Hello viewers, I hope I am visible and audible, and welcome to the live stream. Today we are going to talk about videos 458 to 463. Not many videos, so we will try to talk about them in greater detail one by one. Let's start with video number 458, which was a fairly simple video. It was challenging for me to shoot, and it of course was potentially humiliating also. Video number 458, if you have not seen it, it is an unedited game of chess that I played on chess.com. I was playing against a stranger who had better ranking than me, who had more ranking points than me. So there was a possibility of me losing to him in a very humiliating fashion, but I managed to win through sheer stroke of luck, because I had made many mistakes in that game, which you can identify if you go through that video. But the person playing against me also made some mistakes, and I was able to capitalize on it, and I was able to win. It's a 19-minute 50-second video. It's completely unedited. While I was playing the game, I was shooting it on an iPad. So I had the iPad in my hand, and I was using the other hand to play the game of chess. It was challenging, so it was technically challenging also. And of course, a game of chess against a worthy competitor is always intellectually challenging. It's an exercise for the brain. Now, there are people who have argued that intelligence and winning at chess are synonymous. I respectfully disagree. I believe being good at chess requires lots of practice in chess. If you are inherently intelligent, it does not give you an edge in chess if you are not intelligent in the game of chess. So it's just like you need to be intelligent as a Formula 1 driver, or as a cricketer, or as a footballer. You need to be intelligent as a chess player also, and that skill doesn't always translate into intellectual achievement in some other field. There are many scientists and notable people from the world of academia who are very good at chess, but the two are not, I don't think there is a direct causation between the two. If you are a Nobel Prize winner in physics, it cannot be automatically assumed that you'll be extremely proficient in chess, or vice versa. So why am I saying this? Is because many people tend to believe that if they are not good at chess, and I also believe this, maybe it's a defense mechanism, I don't know. It would not be apparent to me if it is my defense mechanism. But I felt that many people believe, including me, that if one is not good at chess, it is a sign of being dumb, which is not accurate and definitely very unfair in my humble opinion. Moving on, in video number 459, I talked about the treasury bond, or the American treasury bond situation. Now, after I made this video, there was an amazing quote by American Vice President J.D. Vance, which talked about how Americans borrow money from China to buy goods made by people of China. He said it in a much more uncharitable fashion, but that's something which I have highlighted in the video Bond, US Treasury Bond, which basically says that Americans are buying lots of goods from China, and that is not weakening the American dollar or strengthening the Chinese yuan, because the Chinese government is using the excess yuan to buy American bonds, thereby strengthening the American dollar and keeping the Chinese currency at levels that is comfortable for the Chinese government. It's a very engaging watch, but I believe it's more tailored towards a niche audience who somehow are not able to find my video because of mistakes that I have made. I know that there is a lot of packaging stuff that I need to be working on, or maybe I should be making the same kinds of videos repeatedly to be able to get the niche aspect of the YouTube algorithm triggered, but that's just so boring for me. I know that I should be making videos that are, I know I should be making videos I know I should be making videos by thinking about the potential viewer, by what viewer I am trying to make videos for. I need to imagine the viewer who's going to watch my video and keep making videos for that same viewer. But it is extremely boring. At the end of the day, I am the one making the video, and if it's not engaging for me, I would not be able to do justice to it. So what happens is I make a lot of great videos which are completely unrelated, and it does not trigger the YouTube algorithm. It does not get the kind of reach I really hope it would. So it doesn't get that reach, and consequently there are very low numbers of views, which is okay. One can live with that. In video number 460, I talked about writing on the roads of India, and it was a commentary about the roads that I am so familiar with and I wish I was not. And I believe the video number 460 is perhaps the most controversial video I have ever dared to make. I probably would not dare to touch a topic as controversial as that. Roads in India have universally been considered to be the one success story of the recent times that even critics of the incumbent government have acknowledged. But I believe that even now, with so much improvement in the roads, there is still room for improvement. I've talked about that in great detail in that video. It's not strictly about roads. One can make an argument that it is metaphorical, but you need to see it, and if you like it, I will be very happy. In video number 461, I talked about how to remember end staging of head and neck cancer. Now, it is very easy to regurgitate the end staging by memorizing it once, or by looking at, for me, to make a video by looking at the end staging. I can keep it out of the view of the camera, have a look at it, and then look at the camera and recite for the camera, and then again have a look and then recite again, and edit the part where I'm looking at I can easily edit out the part where I'm looking at the answer and only keep the part where I'm looking directly at the camera, and you might think I have excellent memory. That is not the goal. The goal isn't to tell you exactly what the end staging is. That's available to you in the textbook also. The goal was to be able to tell you how to remember an easy way that will help you to remember end staging of head and neck cancer for the rest of your life. And when I mentioned in video number 461 the end staging of head and neck cancer, I realized that the end staging I mentioned was not universally applicable for all types of head and neck cancer. There were 3 types of head and neck cancer which had different end stages. That is nasopharyngeal carcinoma, thyroid cancer, and human papilloma virus related oropharyngeal carcinoma. So I thought maybe these 3 end stages would be very complicated. It turned out to be less complicated. So I made a video about that also in video number 462. Video number 463 is the most recent video which is live on the channel. There are 2 more videos which I have shot, and they will become public tomorrow. One in the morning at 5 a.m. and one in the evening, I suppose. So please do subscribe to my channel and keep track of when new videos are coming out. Very exciting videos. I am very happy about the videos I'm shooting. In video number 463, I talked about comparison between Aamir Khan and Satyajit Ray, and one of the viewers asked me, not on YouTube personally, that who are you making these videos for? Who wants to know who is better, Aamir Khan or Satyajit Ray? Who in their right mind would compare Aamir Khan with Satyajit Ray? I would do that because that's the kind of video I want to watch. If nobody else is making that video, I have to make it for myself so that I can watch it later on. So in short, I am making these videos because nobody else is. And if that inspires people to make better videos on the same topics, I'll be very happy. If that helps the YouTube algorithm suggest better videos to me which I can watch and be entertained or educated, I would be very happy. But the point is, I keep making videos about these topics because they are interesting for me. I don't think anyone has made a video on YouTube talking about whether the river Ganga is a tributary of river Brahmaputra. It was one of the videos that I'm most proud of. I don't really care how many views they get. So when Aamir Khan versus Satyajit Ray, the genesis of the idea was I was watching the scenes of Ghulam, which keep popping up on my YouTube feed because perhaps I've watched them so many times. And when I was watching the climax fight between Sharat Saxena and Aamir Khan, Ronak Singh and Siddharth, I realized that this is a movie which highlighted so many of society's deep-seated problems, tried to combat them through the legal route, and then resorted to a fist fight at the end. And the lawyer who is inspiring Amir Khan to, you know, deliver a testimony, a sworn testimony in the court of law, is actively encouraging Amir Khan to continue fighting the villain in the street, on the streets of Mumbai. She says, "Larne do use, ye uski ladai hai," instead of breaking up the fight, instead of calling the cops. So that kind of susceptibility to taking the shortcut, even if it is just for the purpose of an engaging motion picture, of an engaging cinema, I feel it's a little contrived, and I don't like it. Okay, especially in movies which try to address a higher cause. If you are making a movie which does not try to do that, which is out and out action, escapist cinema, then that's fine. I'm not going to compare the typical masala Hindi movie with Satyajit Ray. But if you are claiming to be a perfectionist, if you're trying to make different kinds of movies, and if your movie for 90% of the duration is talking about hard-hitting social issues, and then it resolves them through a fist fight, that's when it really bothers me. But it's okay. I suppose people will make movies that they want to make, and they will keep copying the formula which is commercially successful. And Gulam was a very successful movie, so who am I to criticize it? But I have seen the movie a number of times, and I felt it was something which really did occur to me, that you can highlight problems in society by making a motion picture in India about Indian society and try to resolve them or not resolve them through an action sequence. It is not necessary to offer a solution in every movie. You can just make the audience introspect, and that may have some value or the other. So my upcoming videos talk about life of a doctor and a thing that I noticed in Jurassic Park, and I have a list of about 10 to 12 topics that I have decided I'm going to make videos on. And thank you for checking my videos out. I'm almost close to 1,100 subscribers, which is really a mind-boggling figure for me. I never imagined that I would reach this far. Thank you for subscribing to my channel. It means a lot to me. Now, I noticed one thing. People keep asking me about when will I get monetized, and I just want to tell you this, that the monetization system, to the best of my knowledge, now I am not monetized, so everything that I'm going to tell you is based on Google search results or AI search results. What I've understood is the range of money that a YouTube content creator gets in India is somewhere between 20 rupees to 100 rupees per 1,000 views. So if your video gets 1,000 views, you can get 20 rupees for it or 100 rupees for it, depending upon the niche. If you have a higher paying niche like maybe finance, I'm just guessing based on the search results that I have obtained. So if you have a higher paying niche like finance, you can get 100 rupees for 1,000 views, or if in a lower paying niche, you might get 20 rupees for 1,000 views. So the best performing video that I have on my channel as we record this live stream has about 4,000 views. So 4,000 divided by 1,000 is 4, and 4 multiplied by even by the higher paying number, that is 100 rupees per 1,000 views. 4 into 100 is 400 rupees. So the money even if I got monetized right now, I probably would earn 400 rupees for my best performing video on this channel. And I believe I have about 10 videos out of almost 463. 10 out of 463 videos which have more than 1,000 views. If I would consider 1,000 as the number and 100 as the money I would get for each 1,000 views, so that's 10 videos where I'm getting 100 rupees. 100 into 10, that's 1,000 rupees. That's what I stand to gain if I get monetized right away. So all I want to say is monetization is definitely a goal towards aspiring to, but one needs to manage expectations also. It's not with 1,000 views, 2,000 views, 4,000 views, you don't really make serious money. If you want to make serious money on YouTube, you should be getting about 1 million views, and then you can hope to earn in 6 figures. which many successful YouTubers are earning, and that is inspiring many people to take up YouTube as a serious career option. For me, this is more of a hobby. I am fortunate enough to have a day job which does pay, and I am learning this on the side. I'm learning to use OBS, and thank you for joining me on the live stream. I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.